share my screen. I can see my internet connection isn't very good at the moment.
We can see your screen. We can see your screen already.
You can see my screen, but I can't see my screen right now. So that's the question. That's the problem. Okay, I see my screen is now sharing. So let me start my presentation also. So, and then I have to switch. So it's better. Yep. And then I also set the Teams on the right side so I can see all of you. Since we're in a small group, I would like to do a little bit interaction. So if you don't mind, you can open your camera also, or just ask questions if you have any questions during my presentation. So we can keep it interactive because it's not that large that we cannot that I cannot manage. So if you won't mind, you can open the camera or introduce yourself a little bit. So then I can also see your faces and the reactions, if you're understanding the stuff or not. Yeah. Okay. Then Alinka already start the recording, I see. So let's start my presentation first. I'll do a little bit introduction about myself. I'm Michelle Wong. I'm living in the Netherlands, and I'm a Microsoft 365 consultant. And I am doing this already almost for 6-7 years. So I know the ins and outs about the SharePoint, about Microsoft Teams, and a few years ago I started to make myself familiar with Power Platform, also Power Automate. I'm doing that quite often right now for my customers, and also in my spare time I focus on building Power Apps. So to make myself, to learn myself more about the options and the possibilities within Power Apps itself. And one of the things I tried was AI in the AI builder in with mixed reality in Power Apps. So I made a nice game, a 3D game, Power App game with that, and it became very familiar. So I want to show you and also tell you how I achieved this, how I did it in Power Apps. So the first lesson of today will be mixed reality with Power Apps and how to build it by yourself. And at the end of the training, I will give you some homework so you can try it yourself by try it yourself in your spare time. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And over a month, we will have the next session. And then I also want to give you some time to present your mixed reality app. In the first cohort, I also did this training, and I still remember one of the students did a very nice mixed reality Power App, and she showed us. So I was very proud of her. Yeah. Now, besides that, I'm also an MVP of business applications. And over here, you see my social media link and Twitter handle. So if you want to, feel free to get connected. And of course, you can contact me with social media or by this team with tagging my name. Okay, today's introduction. I would want to do some mixed reality, the component of Power Apps. I would tell you what it is. I do first a little demo, how you can do it, what it is, so you have an idea how you can use mixed reality in Power Apps, the steps and the tricks how to achieve it, and also the idea behind it. And I also created for this training another Power Apps app, and I will share it and show it to you also. For that, maybe before I start with the next, we have a 2-hour session, so feel free to, maybe you can open your camera and unmute yourself and introduce yourself a little bit, so I can notice your knowledge about Power Platform and Power Apps. Maybe I can ask Lucia for introducing yourself, just short, what your knowledge is, what you want to achieve, what you want to learn, what you want to know, yeah, so and what your background is, so I know what I can expect also. Lucia,
okay.
maybe you
Hi everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. My name is Lucia. I studied electrical engineering, but I don't have any knowledge or experience in Power Apps. But I'm interested in learning because I've always been. I love games. I love anime, and I would like to do something that can bring me close enough to creating things like that.
Yeah.
So I would like to, at the end of this sessions of this course, I would like to be able to design something, and I would like to be employable at the end of the session. Like if I say I can do this and someone asks me to prove it, I would be able to, and hopefully start a career somehow.
Well, that sounds great, because I also want to learn myself Power Apps, and then I want to add in some fun factor into Power Apps itself. So I would like to build Power App games. So I also have a presentation about gamification in Power Apps. So and I'm beside I am one of the leaders of Textilers. I also is one of the leaders from Power Apps for Kids. So we have a session each month where we teaching little kids from 8 years or above to teach them how to build a game app in Power Apps. So that's yeah, and we see in the last year that there are a lot of kids building apps themselves. So that sounds great. I hope you can learn a lot of this. But if there are any questions, feel free to ask me, Lucia.
Okay. At the end of this session, will I be good enough to volunteer to teach those kids too?
Yeah. Maybe we can do something like a Power Apps for Kids for Nigeria or for South Africa or something. But we have an European group for Power Apps for Kids, and an Asian Pacific group for Power Apps for Kids. So that's yeah, maybe we can do something for another location as well.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Next, maybe I don't know how to spell it. How to say it's Akebusi.
It's
Maybe
Akebu. Akebu.
Akebu. Okay, Akebu. I hope I can remember. Hi, welcome to my session.
Maybe if Naya, please, you can introduce yourself and what you expect from the class. If Naya. Are you there? Just join me. Okay, any other person that is on, really, Marianne, Mace, can just introduce yourself and tell us what you expect from the class.
Any other can unmute and open the camera or unmute yourself? Marianne?
Hi guys, my name is
Hello.
Marianne. I'm from Kenya. I am an IT student. I'm almost done with my education. I don't know much. I don't think I know anything about Power Apps just yet, but I'm excited about what we're going to learn, and I hope that in the end I'm going to actually use it in real life and impact the world. Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. In this session, I will mainly focus this training. Will mainly focus on 3D apps and mixed reality, and also AI Builder in Power Apps. And AI Builder is artificial intelligence. It's a module within Power App, which we can use it to train some models, and that models is provided by Microsoft, or we train by ourselves. And I have 5 different labs for this. So, and that I will do it within the coming month. So if you would like to join, and I hope you can learn that also.
Yeah, sure. I would like that.
Mace, also unmute yourself. So.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Chinasa. I'm from Nigeria, and I have prior knowledge of Power Apps or mixed reality, but I'm looking forward to learning, building on what is being taught in this class and using it positively. If I can get a job or even impact other students with the knowledge I have from this class, it will mean a lot to me. And I look forward to learning. And I've been someone who grew up drawing, sketching, but bringing those things to life and making artificial intelligence out of these things I'm looking forward to achieving that and having advanced knowledge in this field. So it's good to join this class and students. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Sorry, I was quite busy when you were calling. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Ifunaya. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a banker and also an investment analyst. So basically, I have little or no knowledge about this course, mixed reality, Power Apps. But I'm just willing to learn. I'm just willing to broaden my horizon. So I'm actually very looking forward to a lot of things to learn. Thank you.
Sounds great. So
nobody's putting on their video.
Yeah, now everyone introduces themselves. So I know what I can I can manage the situation a little bit, and maybe I can focus the whole session to mixed reality also. It just depends if you have any questions. So please feel free to unmute yourself. We are in a small group, so I can manage that and even open your camera, so it will be much better. Anyway, let's introduce. I will start small and then I just do it step by step. And also, I know Olayinka already started recording this session. So after this session, you can also watch back to see the steps how to achieve this. Okay. So a little bit introduction about mixed reality. It's launched last year April, and here's a blog of Microsoft about this, which they show you if you have a 3D model, because that's the main important thing. If you have a 3D model created, then you can input that into your Power app and then use it with your mobile device. It cannot use on the laptop or desktop itself, or because the camera device on your laptop didn't support that. So you only can use it on a tablet or on a mobile device, and then try the app which means it will load the 3D model into the camera. And then you get the mixed reality thing. So you can take snapshots, photos with a 3D model that you created, in this case, the crane that you see, and then the background of the camera device. And if you take a snapshot, it will create a nice mixed reality effect. So that's the whole idea about this. So in this component in Power Apps, they have 4 different components created. And there is one called View in 3D, which means in the Power App itself, you can see your 3D model. You can zoom it, you can change it, you can view it in 360 degrees. Thank you, Mace, for opening your camera. But it's a little bit dark, so I cannot see your face. But anyway, it's nice to open the camera, so we have some more interactions with each other. So that's a lot better, right, Mace? Thank you. Besides that, there is also mixed reality, which means we can load the camera, the 3D model, into the real world. Thank you, Maureen. Hello. Besides that, there is also a measurement in component and view shape component. With measurements, you can point with your mobile phone, point from one place to another place, and then it calculates the feet, the size, the measurement from 1 to B. Just a measurement item. And then if you log in, then it say, oh, if you have a 3D model from a bed, for example, and the bed is 1 meter by 80 centimeters, then in this case it will suit 3 beds, for something like that. A view shape is a shape model, a 3D model, and you put it into the room so you can see how much of the shape will suit. In this whole thing, in this session, I will focus on the first 2, the view in 3D and the mixed reality. I will also share this slide to you. So after this session, I will upload this slide into Teams, so you can download it and watch back and follow it in your spare time, right? So you don't have to write, but you can make notes for yourself. Okay, I just show a little bit more theory, and then, oh no, sorry, just try to do a demo first, and then I'm trying to use this tooling. It's called Airbeam. And with this, I have 15 minutes time to share my screen. So after that, I have to try it again. I'll try to connect it again. So if you know another mirroring, iPhone mirroring, then please let me know. Then I can change it. But I don't want to pay for a mirroring tooling. So in this case, let's see. Can you see my screen right now? I think it's going to share my screen. Okay, here it is. It is my mobile phone. You can see my mobile phone, right? I like games, so you see a lot of games here over here in my screen. But let's start my Power App. You have to download from your App Store the Power App itself. That's the first step. And then when you create a Power App and you publish it, then the Power App will show up over here. I have to log in, sorry. For this, and let me see if I can use it. Okay, here. Next. I have to
Is the
register.
Power Apps app free?
Yeah, it's for free. Everything from Microsoft, if you see it, the only thing you need to have is a Microsoft license, or so a developer license to try it, and then you can log in. So, sorry, doing multiple things together, so I have to check. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then verify. I hope that this will works. It's loading, and then after verification, I can get in the Power App itself. If you want to log in to the Power App, you have to use the username and password from Power App. Okay, something's wrong, I think. I think I have some problems with logging into my Power Apps. So, okay, sorry. I will try this. I try to mirroring my screen after this session, and then I hope I can show you after a break of 5 minutes, and then I try to it again. So let me show my presentation then, and then tell you more about the steps and the things you have to consider. And then I hope I can do a demo so that you can have a better idea what you can achieve with mixed reality. So here, go to the next step. Here are the steps for you to design an own mixed reality in 3D. With your laptop, I use a Windows laptop. They are built-in 3D applications, software. It's for free. You can also download this from, let me see. Share my screen. Here on this is my Windows, and I type in 3D. Then you see there are Paint 3D, Print 3D, and 3D Viewer, and also 3D Builder. If you cannot see this, you can also open the Windows Store. The Microsoft Store. You can open this and then search by 3D Builder, or the Paint or 3D Builder, and you can install it on your laptop. Those are those free, the Paint 3D, the 3D Viewer, and the 3D Builder. You can click on it and then click on install. Then it will be installed on your machine. Just download it and install it, so you can get it on your Windows on your laptop, and then you can open it. For example, I open an 3D viewer. It's just free, and then I say okay. So here you see, here is a 3D model. This is a pre-built 3D model, and you can see I can turn it 360 degrees and then see a B. So I can also open some recent projects. For example, I had a Christmas tree, and now it's I think it's opening from open. And then here I have, for example, a Bulbasaur. So here you see my son is a fan of Pokemon. So I download a 3D model that it's a Pokemon, and in this case it's a they call Bulbasaur. You can see with the 3D viewer I can see the model, and with 3D Painter, with the 3D Painter here, you can color it in with another color, or if it's just create by yourself. And the builder is create one by yourself. For example, I want a cube or a circle, and then I colored in with rainbow colors, something like that. But anyway, the most important part of using 3D models in mixed reality for Power Apps is to have the 3D model itself. But I'm not good in this, so I just search on internet. I searched on internet and I found a link that I can use for this. So let me see if I can share it. Let me see where's the link. 3D Power Apps, maybe over here. In my presentation at the end, I have some links here, reference links. And over here, you can see here, this is the link I was looking for. I put it into the put it into the chat. Did I do? Yeah. And also here. So I just searched on internet, and then I found a website here. This is just the category of Pokemon X and Y, and I can download one. For example, I don't know, maybe one of you like Pokemon also, but just download, just get one. For example, this one, Mr. Mime. Here you see Mr. Mime. I download this for you over here. Here's the download zip. And so I got my 3D model. If you go to the start screen, you can search for a model. For example, Hello Kitty. And then you can see these are 3D models free from users or people all over the world, and they share it with others for each others. So for example, I like this one. This is Score Bunny, also from Pokemon. But I can download this zip, and then I have a 3D model over here. I unzip this. So I go to downloads, and here I can unzip this. Unzip this one and Mr. Mime. So I just prepared for the session, the steps for. So over here, you see here is my Score Bunny. And this is the 3D model that I just downloaded. If I double click on this, the 3D model will open with the 3D model software. In this case, this one isn't colored, so you can use 3D Painter to color it. But in this case, I will skip this because I'm not good in other in coloring for this. I just watch for look for 3D models that it's already finished. So let's see Mr. Mime. If this one is also not in color. Yeah, so I have to try to find another one, but I see here, if I search for 3D, yeah, and, I do have some others. Maybe I can see duck. No. Cannot be opened. So I just search for some files. that I can use, and then I hope I can open one. These all are not colored. That's very... so I just, let's say you find a 3D model that it's in color, and what you have to do is save this as a .glb file, because that is the only extension for right now that that Power Apps will support. So in my presentation, I also have set this thing. So first of all, find a 3D model, and second, open this file and save it as a .glb. That's the second step. So what I want to do, because my Windows machine is in Dutch, so you see the text is in Dutch. But if your setting is in English or in another language, then it will also show it in other language. So I save this file, save as, and then if I set save as, you can save it as a .glb. In this case, I save it as a .glb file. This is the extension we need. Okay.
I noticed your own only gave the .glb as an option. If it's not one of the options, will you select all files and say .glb? Does that work?
Yeah, you have to change it. So because I just download from internet, so sometimes it is in FBX or it is another file. But if I can open it in the 3D viewer, I can save as an extension that I want. It will change it for me automatically. Or otherwise, there are also links from internet that I'm not sure where I found it, but you can change extension online extension GLB, something like that. Convert files to GLB format. So that's the two main thing you have to, first of all, find a 3D model, second, or create one, and second, change it in a GLB extension. So that's the preparation we need to do before we start using this. And then swap. So this is the first step. And then the second step is upload this 3D model into a free source, a location that my Power Apps can connect it to. Here in this presentation, you can see I can save it in SharePoint. That's a library you can use within Office 365, in the library of OneDrive, also from Office 365. Or in my case, I created a Github. Github is an open source location from internet where you can create an account and you can upload files over there. To make you so over here I have a GitHub. This is the link, github.com. I set it in the chat. So, and I also set this link for you, Ctrl+C, and paste it into the chat. Here, because in GitHub, you have to set your project into public, so everyone from over the world can use this link also. So if you cannot find a 3D model, or you want to create a Pokemon app like me, then you can also use my my projects files that I have uploaded here. This is just a set of 3D models. There are some PNG, it's an image file. If you open it, you can see how the Pokemon looks like. If you click on the GLB, then GLB 3D model file will be downloaded into your you click on it and then click on downloads, then the 3D models will download into your computer. So here I have a set of Pokemon's 3D models prepared and already uploaded into the internet. And here are this one, the 3D model and the 3D app are the Pokemon, the Power app itself. So you can download this also and then import it into your Power App Canvas app to see it.
Question.
Yeah.
Why did you have to put the Power Apps on GitHub?
Yeah, that's a good question. I just uploaded into GitHub to share it with others. So other people can download it from internet and import it in their environment. And when they publish this app into their own environment, they can use the mobile phone to see the result. You can only, if you import it into Power App, you can open it into your Power App Studio. But if you want to see it in real life, you have to publish it because the camera device don't support 3D and mixed reality together. Okay. Then the next slide here. Then we go over to the Power App itself. So I open my Power App, and the first one is insert the 3D model to Power App. Insert is not upload the 3D model in Power App, but just create a link over the internet. Because if the Power App opens and you click on 3D model, the 3D will load into your Power App. It's not saved into your Power App as an image, like for example. So that's why we have to use one of the open source thing. Sorry.
So you can't edit without internet access?
Yes, right, exactly.
Okay.
You have to have internet connections to do it. Otherwise, there are workarounds that you can do something like caching and online, offline in Power Apps, but that's another issue, and it's you have to think about how to do it. It's not another feature you have to use in Power App to achieve this. Also, one thing also to consider, the 3D model cannot be too large. Otherwise, you have to download from internet for a while before you see the 3D model gets loading in. That's also one point I didn't mention in the first class. But if the 3D model is like 200 megabytes or maybe larger, then it should take a long time to download and show it into your camera device in your Power App. Or it depends on the internet connection at that time that you want to load it in. So please be sure that that this file isn't too large at all. Let me see. If I click on my, you can see it. If you click on my Charmander, Bulbasaur, it's just a few KB, so or 1 or 2 megabytes. So that's good enough. But if it's more than let's say 50 megabytes or maybe larger, then it takes too long to load. Okay, here are the steps in Power App itself, Canvas app. I will show it in a while. The first thing is use the 3D model component. So you can find it in the mixed reality. Sorry, over here, the media. Click on media and then view in 3D. Then there's a component and there's a link and variable. It's called source. And over there, you put the whole internet link location of your 3D model. In this case, it will be github.com/Michelle/Pokemon3D and then maybe Pikachu.glb. Then it's the whole link located on somewhere on internet where my Power Apps can connect it with, and then it will load. So it can also be a SharePoint location, but you have to get the connections with SharePoint. And then it's the same is for view in mixed reality. Mixed reality is just a button, but on the button itself, it's also located a source link where to get the 3D model file. And then the camera device will be opened. So I will show it in a while. When I get this, in the view in mixed reality, for example, here on the right-hand side, you can open a detail paint, an extra window. And here you can set the object width, height, and the depth. So for example, and also the unit measurement. The first time I opened my Pokemon in my Power Apps, it was larger than my house. So I have to look well above me, and then I saw it was the bottom of the whole Pokemon, because the measurement was by default. It was set in meters, I think. So I set 30 meters, so the Pokemon was 30 meters width. And that's why you have to set your measurement in, for example, in centimeters. So it will be a smaller, a taller 3D model that it will pop up. But if you want to, for example, the cane here over here, if you want to use this one and you want to show it in real life how large a cane is, then you have to set it in meters. For example, 2.5 by 3, for example. And so that's the point that you if you want to show your object, in this case the 3D model, how large do it need to use. So that's an important thing to show up your 3D model. Last but not least, test it, but you can only test it on mobile phone. So publish your app, save your app, and publish your Power App, and then open the Power App app itself, and then the app will show up, and you can use it. But I'm not sure why I got problems with my mobile phone, so I cannot show you right now.
Question.
Yes.
So when you publish the app, is it still in Power Apps, or is it its own app?
Yeah. When you publish an app in Power App, then it's an mobile. It's an app itself, but you can only see and use it into the Power App from Microsoft. So it's not an app where you can download it from the App Store on your mobile device, but you can use it into the Power app and then see a list of apps that you have published. So it's with use of the Power app, you can use your app.
Okay, so if I want someone else to access what I made, how do I share it with them?
Yeah, that's a good question. If you have your Power App, then you can publish, but there's also a way to share your app. For example, just a step away, I created a poker bubbles game. I can click on this. You can see how it looks like. This is also a game that I developed. This is Power App, and I am in a Power App Studio right now. So here I can open this. I can play. I can play a game, and I can click on the color that matches with the largest, the lowest tile. In this case, the stack. So if I click on yellow, it doesn't match. It's calculated, and it doesn't match. Then I miss a heart in the game itself. If it's matched, then it will disappear, and the stack will go down. So here it's just an app itself. And when it's cleared, then I finish my first round. It also calculates the time, but you get the idea. This is just a simple game. But yeah, it took me a while to create. But yeah, I like the final result. Okay, over here you can download the app. And
I want to ask a question, please.
Sorry?
A question.
Yeah.
If I've published my 3D model, can I edit if I have other things to add?
No, you cannot edit the 3D model itself at that moment. It's just you can see it's just an image that is inputted into your Power App, and then you can use it. And it will be great if the 3D model can move, it can wave, or it can do something else, but it isn't. It's just a static 3D model that it loads in.
Okay. After I publish, is there a way to make it better if I feel there's something I need to add back?
I'm not sure, but in this case, as I noticed, so far I know, it's just a file that gets into the model component, and then it matches with your camera device. That's the only thing it do. I'm not sure they will do more with this, and then get an advanced options or more options and features that will comes in. But maybe that's a question of time. Maybe in the coming years that they will focus on and will get more. But for now, it's just a static thing. You can just upload it, loads in your camera device, and take snapshots. That's it.
But what if the 3D model, you want a different 3D model? Can you change it and then maybe update your app and then it reflects?
Yeah, in this case, I would say prepare, for example, 3 different 3D models. And then when I click on a button in my Power App, then the second 3D model will load in. So you do an effect that it looks like I changed the 3D model, but actually I just open another file to show it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do something with effect and the actions in Power Apps itself. So for example, if I press on this button, change the variable show 3D model 1 and hide 3D model 2. And if I press on the second button, then show 3D model 3 and hide 3D model 1 and 2, for example, like this. And then you get those something like an effect. Change after a reaction, an action and reaction. I think you can achieve it like this. Back to the question of Lucia, if I publish or save my Power App, you can here export the package and then share it with another, so they can import it and also use it. Or you can use here the share button. With a share button, within your organization, you can also share it with another. For example, in my environment, I have someone called Ryan. I can click on Ryan, and then I can share my Power App with Ryan, because Ryan is also someone within this tenant, within this Office 365 license model. So I can share it with him, and he will get noticed by an email invitation. So if you click on this app, then he can open it, the app in the Power App Studio, or he can use also a Power App downloaded from the app stores, and then open it within the Power App. If I want to share the co-owner, I can also select this, and then Ryan can also use the app and make changes within the app. So you can share it with other people to collaborate. or to work together within the app. Another thing is add in an email address, but then you can connect it with others with outside your environment. But actually, to be honest, I haven't tried this within someone outside my environment, so I don't know if it will work or not. Maybe I can try it to put in my own email address and then see if it will works or not. But I haven't tried right now. But this is
or
the
can you
way.
try? Maybe we should put this Lucia's email address.
Sorry?
And share the app with her. Lucia, can you post your email address on the chat? Then she would share the app.
Let me try it.
So
But then
you'd
have to download the Power Apps app to be able to use it.
Okay, I'll be downloading it in the back.
So this is the 3D model. I open this. And I can also open Power Apps. I'm not sure. Do you already have an Power App license or an Office 365 license? Or not?
I do not. No, I do not.
No? Okay.
No.
Just go over this link. Put it in the chat.
Okay.
Just go to this link and then start for free. That's the first step. And then create an account.
Okay. I can do this on my mobile phone, right?
Yeah, but before you can see it in your mobile phone, you have to create an app first and then publish it.
Okay.
The app on the Power App is not to create an Power App. It's just to use it, to view it, and to test it. So it's something like a viewer. So
Michelle, I think Lucia is asking about if she can create the account on a mobile phone. And yes,
no,
I think you can do that.
As I said, you cannot create apps on your mobile phone. You cannot write typing the actions or doing things on your mobile phone. But you can use it on your desktop. Desktop here from the you can install Power Apps. Just from the App Store, you can install Power Apps. Then you have a Power App Studio and you can here click on Edit, and on this client you can use it. You can install and create your Power App. But and you can use the browser, of course. So to create your own Canvas app, and thereafter publish and use the mobile phone to view it. So on the mobile phone, you cannot create.
Hey, Michelle, let me just quickly clarify. Lucia, what Michelle is saying is for you to build an app in Power Apps, you need to be on the desktop and go to the Power Apps Studio and create an app. So after you have created your app and you have published it, you can now view it on your mobile phone, on your Power Apps app on your mobile phone.
Yeah.
But the website to create your Microsoft account, you can open that website on your mobile phone.
But then I have an issue. It's saying that it needs a work or school email address, and I only have a personal one.
As I mentioned, you can create one for yourself. You can create an account. Or if you have an Office 365 account, you can also use it. Depends on the licensing model. You can see, for example, if I go to Office, this is Office 365. I just log in with my own account, and then over here in the apps you can see Power Apps. So there is a basic Power App license within Office 365, so you can also use it. And then if I click on Power App, I come into the Power App Studio, and here I can say, hey, creating Canvas app. So that's the start of creating an app, or use it something like from a source data or from a template, or create one from scratch. So that's the starting point of building apps in Power App.
Okay, I think I'll try and
if this is too much, because if it's too much, then maybe we can share sessions about an introduction about Power App itself, so you can notice how to start afterwards.
Okay, that would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you don't have an Office 365, you can create one. An Office 365 development account, developer program. Here's a developer program, and I will say go to here, create an Office 365 account. Then you have SharePoint. Then you have Microsoft Teams. You have an account with 25 users that you can use. It's just for free. And if you use it, keep using it, then this license will be active until you don't use it or you cancel it. Or after 3 months, if you don't use it, it will be cancelled. So just use this one. You join the developer program. I put the link here in the chat. So it's a developer program. Use an I already have one here, so I have to use a guest or an incognito incognito browser. So just click on the developer program, click on here, join now, fill in your personal informations or can't access to your account or sign in options, create one, I think. Create one. If you create one, you just fill in the informations, your email address, and then the important thing is to find a tenant, an alias that is not being used for now. In my case, in my Office 365, mine is mine called 365 Power. So this is the alias that you will get. It must be unique. So after this, you can create one and then click on the apps. And here you have Power Automate, you have Power Apps. You can try the things we showed in the Textiles deep dive. You can test it out. Or maybe in Office 365 cohorts or classrooms, they will show you how to achieve to get this. And within here, you see Power Apps. So you can click on Power Apps, and then let's say for now, we switch over. I created my app, and then I start creating one. Create, and I click on Canvas app. These are two other options, but I'm not familiar. I just focus on Canvas app for now. So I click on Canvas app, I give it a name. For example, 3D demo. This is the format of the app. Do you want it in tablet mode, or in mobile phone mode? Then it's smaller and taller. But normally I use tablets because it will zoom in and zoom out. It can match my mobile phone device also. So here, this is Canvas app. In Canvas app, you see here you have components. On the left-hand side, here's a tree with options that you can insert. You can insert. You can connect it with other connections or other databases to load in data into your Power App. And here you have also some other options within Power Apps that you can use. Insert a button, insert a gallery, but yeah, that's the Power App Canvas app. And on the right-hand side, we have a detail screen where we can put in our variables within. For example, if I want a background light green, I can click here and I can click add a background image, an image Pokemon Go. So, and now I can use this. Sorry, I selected as a background. Click on no, but I can click here because I load in an image. Here's a media file. Media, and click on the Pokemon Go icon, and here it is. I can enlarge it, I can take it smaller, and on the right hand side in the detail pane you can say, hey, the image position, I will fill it, I will center it, or scratch or tile it. So you can create something with this effect. This here, and if I select on that item, you see here are other options. If do it be visible or invisible? What's the position, the width and the height, paddings, the radio buttons. For example, the border radius, I want to set it 50, and in so. So I get a little circle effect, something like that. But this is just Canvas app. And let me see. With data, I can connect it with data sources like SharePoint list or SharePoint library, or I can connect it with an Excel. And in an Excel, I have a table, and in the table I have columns with headers and names, and I can connect it with Excel. And Excel is saved in my OneDrive, so the data gets loaded into Canvas app. And with the data, I can do some other things like gallery. A gallery is a list of items that I can get, and you can play with Canvas app. So that's the point with data source. And insert is the same as here above, the menu options that you can use. Okay. Any questions so far? No. Okay.
Please clarify what insert does.
Sorry?
Insert. I didn't get what insert does.
Yeah, insert, you can insert different things. In this case, you can insert a new screen, and you can click on here and see how a screen looks like. And then, for example, I want a list. Then a new screen will be generated. For example, here's my list. And if I connect this is in gallery, click on gallery, and here it's asking for a data source. For example, if I have, I can use Dataverse, that's a database environment behind Power Platform. I can connect it with Dataverse tables, and then the data comes in, or I can use connectors, let's say for this, and then I select Excel. Here's Excel, and then it's connected with my Michelle at 365 Power account, and then now it's looking for an Excel that I have used somewhere in my environment. For example, this one, and here I have the list of birthday image. Just give it a try. No data inside, okay. Power Platform. Let me see. Maybe this one. No. I have to. They have to. For Excel, you have to use the data into a table, and that's the source it gets connected. If an Excel don't have a table, it cannot be connected or loaded in. But if I click on connector and I choose for SharePoint, for example, and now I have a lot of SharePoint lists. SharePoint sites, and over here I have, where is it? Here's my source, SharePoint sites. It's called list. SharePoint, here's SharePoint, I find. SharePoint, get connected, and then now you see a list of SharePoints that I have in my environment. And here I can select our platform. Look here, I got a more content approval list. So okay. In my in this source, I don't have any items into it, so it cannot be loaded. But if I use a SharePoint site with a list inside, then the list will be loaded. That's another outside of this content. But with insert, you can just get connected and load data into it. It is.
Okay, one more thing. Please, could you also give like an example of what we're going to be creating now, so we know where we're going? Because my mind was still in mixed reality, but I think we're just building a normal app now, right?
Yeah, now I'm just creating a normal app, but within the app, I can say, hey, what I want to do. In this case, I click on mixed reality, in media, and I say view in 3D. That's one of the steps we have in our lesson. So here you see the component, and over here on the right hand side, and also you can use this drop down. Here there's something called source. It's the same of here. And now for by default, it's loaded something from Microsoft. Okay, here is also a link. Control C, Control G. Maybe I can get here what I'm looking for. I know Microsoft already presets a set of 3D models, so maybe we can use it also. Okay, cannot use it. Okay, no problem. But here I can just give them a source link, and in this case I use my GitHub, Pokemon 3D, and let's say this is Imoga. Will be my. Sorry, I just have to use a text file because this is the whole link to my GitHub. But if I want to use GitHub as an open public source from internet, I have to change the link a little bit. So you see here, it must be. You can see it on the .github user content.com. This will be full link. Let me try. Okay, this is not the moment. Let me open my own 3D model. That's this one. And on the app itself, this is the source link. Yeah. Now it's downloading a source file, so I know this is the right link that I have to use. I put it into the chat.
Please, can you show us how you landed at this link? For instance, we saw a bunch of things you did, but we're not sure which one to use if we want to link our source file.
Sorry, once again, Lucia. Your question again, Lucia.
I'm asking if you can show us which one exactly we should use if we want to get a data source now. I don't know how you landed at this one that's downloading the source file. I saw a bunch of them, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Let me see this. Few moments. You mean loads the files into GitHub to use it as a source, right?
Yes.
How you can do it? Okay. Here I create an account in GitHub, and then I'm not that familiar with GitHub, but you can here go to repositories and create a new one. And in this case, I say, hey, give it a name, demo 3D, for example, like so. And then you can select, is it public or private? And in this case, I do it public so that I can load it in or use it from everywhere. And then create repository. When I create this, then under my account, there is another repository, another library, let's say. It's just created. And this is a link to get it into desktop, so it will match. And if I go to pull request here, I can upload some data. Let's see, it's over here. I can get connected, open my GitHub repository. This is the step to clone the repository into my local device. So you see the C drive, the C hard drive, hard disk, and then the repository clone. And now I can show it in Explorer. I can upload some files. So if I go to my 3D models, downloads, and go to my, let me see, documents, 3D, where I have my 3D objects. So here are my files, for example. This is from my local device, from my hard disk. And I want to use these two, Control-C, Control-V. I just copy and paste it into the GitHub repository, in this case. Thereafter, I use the GitHub, where is it? Here, the GitHub desktop. You can see, hey, there are two new changes. I can say committed to master, which means it will push this into the online repository. I say 3D commit. Now it's pushing, and I can publish this. And if I go back to my repository, I'll refresh, Control R, refresh my page, and here I see here's my my 3D model is now into public, loads into my GitHub account with a repository called Demo 3D. And in my Demo 3D, I have uploaded two files, an image, PNG, an Emoga image, and an Emoga GLB 3D. So that's the link that I now can use. So this was the link to the first size. And if I compare it with this one, 3D, and then I call Demo 3D. Demo 3D. This is just a link. I'm not sure, but it must start with raw GitHub user content.com, and then your username within the GitHub, then the repository file, and then followed with blob master, and then the file name. So this will be my full link for my source to load it. It's a GLB extension, I think.
Wait, the screen stopped sharing.
My screen isn't sharing. Did I stop my screen sharing? Oh, sorry. Now I share my screen again. Sorry, did you get the file, the link, or not?
Yes, I saw up to where you edited the link, what you type in the link, the 3D demo and Blogmaster.
Yeah, here. Did I show you this? The link must start with brawl.githubuser.content.com and then follow it with your username, the repository name, and then blog and master, and then finally the GLB extension.
Yeah.
The file name itself. So and with the GitHub desktop that you download from the GitHub, you can you must fill in a description and then commit it to master. So you publish it from your local to the internet, to the GitHub repository. And here, if I click on Pokemon, I see the other files. I can click here, show in Explorer. So this is the location which is synced with GitHub. And then, yeah, this is the whole link. So, but I got a question that it's not the right format. So can only display GLB. Oh, it's now object OBJ and STL is also format. So it can be used. Let me open the app itself. Here, this is the demo app that I showed you that I created to show you. In the app on start here. In the first thing here on the app on start, I create a table, and in this table, I set the the location, a variable, and it holds the location of my 3D Pokemon, the 3D Pokemon master. This is the link from point 1 to the end. I have the variable, and thereafter I created a collection. Here's clear collect, which means create a database called call Pokemon models. And within the Pokemon models, I set some columns, a column called name, a column height, width, gender, image, and source. So
wait, please, what does clear collect do?
Clear collect is a function within Power App. In Power App, they have a lot of functions pre-created for us. So we can use this to create a simple database within Power Apps that we can use. So instead of connecting to a source somewhere from internet or from SharePoint or from a OneDrive file, we can connect it within the Power App itself. So and clear collect will say clear the database at first, and then collect it, and then create the table. So it will, let's say, clear the caching and then loads it up again. So that's clear collect. You can also use collect, but collect is just adds more items inside. If I go to view, you can see here, here are the data sources, and we have also a collectors. If I click on this, you can see here is my table, the table that I just created with the app on start, and it's called call for collection, Pokemon models. I mean collection of Pokemon models with the name of with the headers of name, image, height, width, gender, source, etc. This is an I was thinking that you are already noticed a little bit of Power Apps, but if it is too much, then maybe we have to start another class like Power Apps Canvas app or so we can do more with Canvas app. Yeah. So if when I open this app, the first step is create a table for me. And in the screen itself, I created a gallery. In gallery, it will hold a list of data. In this case, I click on call Pokemons. And here on the data source, you see show me a collection of Pokemon model. And here, if I click on edit, you see here are the items, the images. And so I get my table. So the table that I have created on the app on start, it will show up here. You see, I have 3 different Pokemons of 7 different Pokemons inside my Power App. Sorry, let me try to do this. Okay. I think it's can be complicated for you. So I just make it simple, right?
Wait, should we? Should we change the blog? So we shouldn't have blog in the link. It should just be master.
Yeah, the blog I found it was the blog doesn't need it, so it's just the master. So this will be blob. If I remove the blob, then it can find my 3D model. So I put this into the chat. So okay, we start over again. Okay, so I go back to my Canvas app, Power App. So the first step after this session you have to do is create an Office 365 account, or go to powerapp.com and start for free. Create an account to use Power App. And then you sign in. After you sign in into the Power App, you will be inside the Power App Canvas Studio, or the studio, Power App Studio. Here I just start from scratch and I select Canvas App. So create, and then I choose Canvas App, MR 3D model text type. Template format, and I create one. So just make it simple. Otherwise, it will be too complicated for all of us. And now I got my first Canvas app. This is the first screen. And over here, you can click on Insert. With Insert, under the Media, we have a View in 3D component. I click on this. And here, select a data source. In this case, the link that I just put it into the the chat. I say, hey, this is the data source that I want to link with. Oh, sorry. Click on this. Click on source. So I remove the standard one and change it with the main. Okay. Also, I got 2 links over here. If I click here on the arrow, it will show I got 2 different links. So I have to remove one. So this is linked to the 3D model. 3D Pokemon repository, and the master, and then Imoga. So if I change this with, let's say I go to Michelle Wong and I go to the 3D Pokemons, I have other, I have a Charmander. If I change the name to Charmander, then another 3D model will load in. Yeah. On the right hand side, you have a play button. I can preview my app. If I click on play, you can see here's the 3D model within Power Apps, and my 3D model loads in. Now I can view my 3D with 360 degrees. And if I use it on my mobile phone, I can use my fingers to wipe, and then it will zoom in and zoom out. Here I can use my mouse to scroll, and now you can see here's my Charmander loading in. Okay, if I click on the right hand side, close the preview, then I can say, okay, just a little bit larger. So over here, of course, you can insert some text labels. Here I can insert a label. Then a label will pop up. I can say I 3D model. And on the right hand side, as I mentioned before, you can say the font size 28, the font weight bold, and the font type Petrochem, so a little bit fancier. Also some coloring, like blue. So just play around with the options you see. Each time you click on an object, it will change. So you can see what kind of things you can change with this. If I click on this label, what will change with here, and what can I, how can I play with this? Background color, light blue. So then you can see this is now the option. On the left hand side, you see the screen and all the objects that's all the things that is included in this screen. Try to make yourself familiar with this to rename all the labels, because if I create a new label, then it just called label 2. If I set insert a new label, it will label 2. Insert a third one, it will label 3. So it's not that easy to find it, what kind of label it is. So, but if I say, hey, this is label description, for example, LBL stands for label, and then LBO description, and then I can say, here comes some description about this Pokemon, something like that. And then here, this is label gender, female or male. So you can create a list of tables, list of information for yourself about this Pokemon. And this is label title. So this will be my title, and then I insert one label, and this is the Pokemon label. Pokemon name. So Charmander, right? A bit larger. So now, in a few minutes, I create my first screen. I have my 3D models. I have the name, some information about this, and the 3D models loads in. Then I also have to use this one, insert, and then mixed reality. I click on view in mixed reality. Then another button will comes up. here. I swipe it over here. Just make it just the same width. And also here you see the source. This source is the same as the source of your Pokemon 3D Pokemon location. So I click on this one. I click on source and I copy this. Control C. And in mixed reality, I say Control A, Control V, paste. And then if I press, if I play this and I press on view in mixed reality, then it will go to my GitHub repository and loads in my Charmander. And so I can use it with my camera in real. But in this case, you see this object is not capable. It's not supported with my camera for now. So in this case, I have to publish this to my Power App. So first things first, file, and then save this. Save this as cloud, and then save my Power App. Now it's saving. And here you can share, for example, share it with all others. I can try to, I thought I have the link, the mail of Lucia in this chat. I can try to share with you, Lucia, and then see if you can receive an email to get this. Sorry, I have to find your email again. Where is it?
Let me send it again.
I have to look back in the chat, but I cannot see it right now.
Let me type it again.
Yeah, or Amaze, maybe you also want to give it a try, then I can share it with you also. And also for Olayinka. And then I can share it with you and see if it's possible to share. As I said before, I didn't try it by myself, so I copy this. Yeah, dot iwalaka@gmail.com. Okay. Oh, isn't supported. So I think I have to add you as a guest within my tenant. Then and then I can share it with you. But I'm not sure. I something was with externals. It was not possible. But I'm not sure. I didn't try it. But
Okay.
it said
Can you use
wasn't
the
found.
export option?
Yeah, I can use an export. I give it a name. And the import setup will be create a new import. So create a new Power App in your environment. And then there is no other sources connected, so I can export this. And the zip, I will upload it into here, into the chat, so you can give it a try. Also here in my GitHub repository, here is a link to the Power App 3D model. If you click here on download, Control C, you can download this app, this demo app. Let me see.
Question.
So, to play this, this is the demo app.
Question.
Yeah.
Apart from the
How
3D models, are there other models I can work with?
Sure. Yeah. You can download one or get one from internet, or create one by yourself, and then you have to upload into a public location from internet, where your Power App can connect with, and then put it here, the link, the source, or here the source to the link where it's located. In this case, in my case, it is github.com/Michelle1, but maybe you want for yourself, create a GitHub repository, Maze, and then, for example, mixed reality power app, and then the file name, /master/file name, and then the power app will get connected with that 3D model. But you have to find one by yourself or create one that it can be located. It can be viewed. So the view in 3D is viewed in my power app itself, and view in mixed reality is use the camera device on your mobile device or tablet. So if I play this right now, test my power app, you see here's my data source. If I click on Snipey, then Snipey will load in. If I click on Tyrant, Tyrant will load in. You see, there's a loading percentage very quickly. Yeah, 3D loading content. Because my 3D file is small, so it will show up quickly. Here's my Pikachu, and then I can play it around. I can zoom in, zoom out, and view in mixed reality, then my camera device. Next session, I will show my demo, because I got some problems with connecting. So
I have a question about
apologize for this.
this 3D model, this app we just made. Is it when you want to collect it or download it from your GitHub, is it the same file exactly under the same name?
Yeah.
That you're going to
Exactly,
find it. For instance, we did
location.
Emoga. So when I click on Emoga, it becomes an app instead of just a GLB file.
Yeah, if you click on Emoga, then it will get downloads here. That's right. Here is the link of Emoga. If I press on enter, then a second file will be downloaded. In this case, I think. Let's see what it will do. Oh, sorry, the blob. I have to remove the blob. And then now I press on enter. So you see a second Emoga file will be downloaded. But for the source in Power App, it's just a source link. So it will load in. The 3D model will load in my Power App and not download the 3D model. So that's the difference here for this. I have an 3D. I have on my YouTube channel. I just changed my account to maybe here I can say Pokemon. And 3D link, so I can show you how it looks like. But Power Apps, and then sorry, here I have put it in, shared in the Kid Zone of the community. I've showed, I shared here, and here over here you can see a little YouTube, so you can see it in action. Because I cannot demo you right now because my camera isn't, my connection isn't good connected right now. But I can play it so you get an idea how the 3D model will load in mixed reality. Okay, this is my daughter, by the way, but I use her as my promotion thing. This is a 3D model that I created. And over here, with some background image and the 3D models that I have used, it just show up. Here, this is the view in 3D component. And if I click on the blue button over here, then my camera device starts. So this is our home. You see the dots, and if you click on the dots, the circle, then the 3D model pops in, and you can create a shoot. I create a photo, and here I create a screenshot, and thereafter it will load. I create some functions that the photo will load in the Power App back. it loads in. And over here, I have some selected options, and now it was saved into my OneDrive. So I can also save the photos that I capture with 3D. It will be saved into my OneDrive, so I can save the photo also. So this is these are just other screens within the app itself to promote. And the link sources where I download my 3D models. And here you can see all the 3D models, the 3D, photos that I created. You can see it's saved in my OneDrive, so I can open it and play it around. But it's very interactive and nice looking app, so you can play it with a 3D model and mix it in real life. So it's very it's very it was very nice to play with. So I hope you get an idea about this this app and how you can play with 3D model in Power App. If you are unfamiliar with Power Apps, I know this is maybe a little bit too much, but then we have to play around with Power App 101 or Foundation or a startup with Power Apps. How we can learn more about Power Apps Canvas app. I'm not sure if there are other classes about Power Apps. Maybe Olayinka will notice.
Michelle, so this is what I'll advise. And the other people in the class. So we started Power Apps already, though. We started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. However, since our AI and mixed reality classes are not holding every Saturday, what I would advise is for the students to join the Power Apps classes on the other Saturdays. So that helps them to understand Power Apps itself. And then when we have the next AI class, it sort of helps them to have a better understanding. And to the students, the reason why I was saying this is Power Apps is a whole app on its own, and then AI and mixed reality is a feature that is used inside Power Apps.
Yes,
so it's just important So it's important that you understand at least basically how to use Power Apps for you to appreciate the use of AI and mixed reality. So like I said before, after today, next week Saturday, every Saturday up until every other time, there will be Power Apps classes. So endeavor to join those classes so that it gives you a good background in Power Apps. And the next time we come to AI class, you'll be able to understand better. So Michelle doesn't have to do the part of explaining the Power Apps to you.
Yeah, so yeah, right, because mixed reality is just a component within the Power App as Olayinka mentioned. So I don't have to explain the basics about the Power App, but I can just focus on the AI feature. For now, it's a little bit longer than expected, but yeah, I'm not sure who will lead the Power Apps classes, Olayinka, but in the coming weeks, I have other presentations placed, so I'm not sure who will show it, will lead it. So maybe we can ask him or her to teach each students about the starting of Canvas app.
Michelle, I didn't get you.
No, I was asking who will lead the other Power App sessions.
We have instructors. Yeah, I'm not the one. We have other instructors that are doing that, but it holds every Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe yeah, Lucia or Mace or other students are interested can join that class also. That's coming Saturdays. And
yeah, definitely. So that's what I was saying. They should join those classes. If they join that class, it helps them to understand the basics of Power Apps. Then when they come back to the next class, they're able to understand better. No, it doesn't. It doesn't clash. It doesn't clash. Power Apps odds at 10. And like I said, for example, the next AI and mixed reality class we're having is sometime, I think, in November.
Yeah, I have one.
So all the Saturdays in between, there are no AI classes. So attend Power Apps classes on those Saturdays so that you have an understanding of Power Apps. And then when you come to the next AI class, you would be sort of grounded.
Yeah, that should be great. Then I can focus on the component of mixed reality and the AI builder, how I achieve it. Yeah, and if needed, I can do this session again afterward. Then the pieces, the puzzle pieces will be much better with the understanding of the whole concept of Power Apps Canvas app. Yeah, I will just show. I will share my presentation slides. So because it's almost time, I see. I also have an homework, but if that's too much, maybe we can keep it for the last session, somewhere in December or in November. And then you can. My request is my question. My homework to you is to create a 3D model by yourself or find one from internet, and then make use of the mixed reality component in Power App. Just a step that I showed before. And then you can, I will give you time to demo it to us. So how you have achieved it and what kind of 3D models will load into your app. But I think it will be great if you can show it with each other, with other students. Here I have some extra info, and those are the steps and the codes that I used in the app itself to achieve all these steps. So, for example, here in the app on start, this is the table that loads in. Here you select the source, and in the app on changes, there's the action after taking a photo of the 3D model, what you will do. And then here is the code that you need to put it into the on change method. Finally, there is a third screen that you can send an email with the mixed reality photo that you created. You can send it as an email attachment to a friend or to someone else. And here you just type in your name, your email address, and the content, so the body of the email, and then it will generate it here with a send button. Here, finally, with a send button, it will use an Office 365 Outlook connector to send the email to another person with all the information that is necessary to send the email out. And finally, after sending out, you will get a notification that your email has been sent. It will clear the database and reset all the columns, so you can create a new 3D photo and send it out. So that's just the code and the steps that I have achieved with this. So you can keep this as a reference and try it by yourself. Here are some links and resources that I've used. And of course, if there are any questions, feel free to contact. And you can also use the chat here and tag my name or ask some questions within this. I will upload this SharePoint, the Power App. I will share the presentation slide, sorry. And then hopefully next time I can fix my problem with my mobile phone, then I can show it in real. I can demo it in real. But this time it wasn't that good. Okay, any questions so far? I've talked too much. No questions?
Can I ask about AI?
Yeah, of course.
I wanted to ask which aspect of AI we're going to be doing and how it relates with mixed reality, or if they're going to be different, like they're just two different aspects we're learning.
AI is just total different. AI is if I go to my Power App itself, then here in the start of the Power App Studio, you have an AI builder, and with the build tab of menu, you have different pre-built models in for AI. For example, an object detection or form processing. These predictions and categories, we will use this. Also, the card reader. Those things we will use in the coming labs. I have labs prepared from Microsoft. We adjusted a little bit, and then you can create an AI model by yourself. You have to train the model, and then you can use it within Power Apps Canvas app, or for example, use it within the Power Automate to do some changes and checking for you for the models that you have trained. It's totally different from mixed reality. Mixed reality is just one small piece within Power App. And AI Builder is a larger thing, so we have 5 different labs prepared to follow it, and that's a step-by-step following to achieve it. So
Okay.
that's maybe easier to understand.
Okay, thanks.
Are there any other questions? Okay. If there are no questions, thank you very much, Michelle. Let me put on my video too, since I'm always accusing people of not putting on their videos. Okay, thank you very much, Michelle.
Yeah,
it was
no problem.
nice having
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining in. Hopefully to see
what
you
I
next
just wanted
time.
to say is that what I wanted to say is that we've posted the link for creating a dev account, a Microsoft dev account. It is very important that you have a dev account. That's the only way you'll be able to practice everything that we are doing. And these things, if you don't practice it, no matter how much you think you know it, you find out you really don't know it. So the first thing I want us to do, best between today and tomorrow, is for all of us to follow that link and create a dev account. I have a tenant that I may be able to create an account for some people, but just make an attempt. If you have any issues with creating your dev account, please feel free to call me. My number is on the WhatsApp. Call me or send me a message, anyone. And then afterwards, like I've said before, please, I want to hope that you're not joining any other classes, because for you to understand this, you need to understand Power Apps. So thank God that we've not started the AI, which is sort of bigger. So after you create your dev account, you can attempt the homework that Michelle gave. Is quite straightforward. Since she's going to share the presentation, you can follow it and try to do the homework. But afterwards, ensure that you join the Power Apps class. It will really help you to understand what we are doing here and also make Michelle's job easier. So 2 things: create your dev account, call me if you need help, do your homework, and join the Power Apps classes. So that's going to help us. I know it looks like a lot of information, but if we do all of that, I think the next class will be much more smoother for us. So
and also here for building for using AI, you have at least a developer plan, And within Power Platform, they will give you a free plan to play around with. So it's also for free. So you just can join it and use it. So I just put the link in the chat so you can give it a try. So first of all, create a developer account for Office 365. Try to use it and see if it's enough. If not, you can also sign in for the developer plan with the same account.
Okay, thank you, Michelle, for the class. It was so insightful. I wanted to ask, Lainka, you said your WhatsApp, your number is on WhatsApp. I'm not on the group, so I don't know if I can have access to the group.
Oh, okay, you're not on the group. Okay, how do I do this? Can you send me can you find my email? Okay, I'll drop my email on the chat right now. So send me an email with your phone number so that I'll add you to the group.
All right, thank you very much. Michelle, thank you so much for the class. It was so insightful.
Okay, hope this will help you. It goes further. Yeah. Okay. Hope to see you next time. In the chat itself, I have the next sessions set up, so that will be a month in somewhere in November. Yep. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining in.
Everyone.
Bye bye.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
rest of the weekend.
Bye.
Bye.